Live from the Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is KCAL9 News at 4.
Now at 4, a new testing site now open at LAX because of the growing threat of the Omicron variant. Good afternoon, I'm Juan Fernandez.
And I'm Leslie Medine in today for Susie Sa. This is KCAL9 News at 4, and we're streaming on CBSN Los Angeles. Omicron has spawned new travel restrictions, and now there's a new testing option for international travelers as they arrive. County health officials just launched the free program. KCAL9's Rick Montanez live now at LAX to show us how things are going. Rick?
Running pretty smoothly so far. This new site has been open for a few hours now. Passengers are handed a pamphlet with information. Then they come in here to take that rapid COVID test. Results coming back in about 15 minutes. Omicron, the latest concerning COVID variant, is now in Southern California. So LA County Public Health set up an optional and free rapid COVID testing site for international flight arrivals at LAX.
I think it's a very good measure, and that's why I did it immediately.
Artidoro Leal is among the first to test at this new site. He's on a layover from Singapore on his way home to Chile. He also took a COVID test 2 days ago before his flight to LA.
I think for the safe side of my journey, coming back to Chile, so I know that until here I'm safe.
LA County Public Health says there is one confirmed case of the Omicron variant here in LA. A man is now in isolation after returning from South Africa. The department's director, Dr. Barbara Ferrer, was on hand to encourage passengers to get tested.
We're going to get in front of it now. We're going to use every single tool we have, and one tool we have is testing.
She says positive cases are rising this week, but that's likely due to an increase in testing. She says vaccines, booster shots, and testing are the best way to limit COVID spread as travel increases for the holidays. Rapid test results come in about 15 minutes. Anyone who tests positive will get a second test.
We're going to keep them here for a little bit. We're going to do another test that we'll send to our lab for a confirmatory test, a PCR test.
Adam Tan is on his first visit to the U.S. He lined up to get the nasal swab before leaving the airport.
When you get a negative test, you know that, you're not going to infect anybody, or you're not infected.
His mom and dad also took the rapid test, looking for reassurance of a safe start to their international trip. This new test site will be open every day of the week from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. LA County Public Health says that is prime time for international arrivals. Live at LAX, Rick Montanez, KCAL9 News.
All right, Rick, thanks so much. Dr. Anthony Fauci said today that all 3 COVID vaccine companies are working to see how well their shots will work against Omicron. And he said they all have plans in place to deal with the new variant.
One is to rev up the production of the vaccines that they already have. The next is to make, for example, a bivalent, where you have a vaccine against both the ancestral strain and the new variant. And the other is to make a variant-specific boost.
LA Unified representatives are also going door to door to get the word out that students 12 and older must be vaccinated by January 10th. Otherwise, they won't be able to attend in-person classes. Thousands of students could be displaced as well. Officials say many are vaccinated. It's just that their parents or guardians need help uploading the documentation.
This is one more way to reach our families, and when they are Spanish speaking, we need to personalize the information so that they know that the importance of the vaccinations.
A vaccination clinic will be held tomorrow and Monday at Maya Angelou High School in South LA. Free shots are also available at local pharmacies and health centers. And you can track the Omicron variant and where it's found on our website, KCAL9.com.
Well, the parents of the student accused in this week's school shooting in Michigan are now facing charges. Law enforcement has been searching for them all day, fearing they were on the run. We know 15-year-old Ethan Crumley has been charged as an adult in the shooting deaths of 4 students. His parents, Jennifer and James Crumley, are now charged with involuntary manslaughter. Prosecutors say James Crumley bought the semi-automatic gun used in that shooting. They also say days before the shooting, Ethan Crumley was doing internet searches for ammunition on his cell phone during class. That was reported to school officials. And then there was a text about that incident from Jennifer Crumley to her son.
Thereafter, Jennifer Crumley exchanged text messages about the incident with her son on that day, stating, quote, LOL, I'm not mad at you. You have to learn not to get caught, end quote.
A lawyer for the parents say they both left town for their own safety but are returning for their arraignment.
A new twist in the troubling trend of follow home robberies. Several people were roughed up and robbed at a home in Hancock Park by suspects posing as police. KCAL9's Joy Benedict has the video of the bold bandits.
It's an alarming video circulating on social media after 3 people are robbed at gunpoint and beaten. The attackers wearing jackets impersonating police. It happened on this usually quiet street in Hancock Park.
It's a bad thing that happened. What can you do?
We aren't identifying the home where it did happen, and many neighbors didn't want to talk on camera or show their face, but they are concerned about the increase in crime, and some are scared they too will become a victim.
There's a lot of elderly people in this neighborhood and a lot of nice people in this neighborhood. It's unfortunate that, they have to fall victim to stuff like this.
This video was taken from a security camera around 10:30 in the evening last Friday. The LAPD says the 3 victims had dinner at the Grove Shopping Center nearby and then walked home. When they were attempting to open the front door, detectives say 2 people confronted them, demanding money and wanted to get inside. The group complied and let the robbers in, where there were 2 more victims inside. And these weren't the only suspects. Once in the home, 3 more thieves followed, for a total of 5 suspects and 5 victims, one of whom was taken to the hospital with severe facial injuries.
Something like this happens, for people that are innocent. It's not a good thing.
And neighbors tell me Tuesday night on this same block, this man was seen entering a home where an engagement party was happening. He pretended to be part of the catering crew and left with cash and money.
I hope they catch him.
A hope for many here, as this video reminds us all how vulnerable we can be. The LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division tells me they've had 162 high-value robberies so far this year, with most of them happening in the last few months. Obviously, if you recognize any of these suspects in that video, you're urged to call detectives with the Los Angeles Police Department. From Hancock Park, Joy Benedict, KCAL9 News.
Well, citations have been issued against 4 companies in LA County connected to the bad smell which had plagued Carson and surrounding cities since early October. The South Coast Air Quality Management District cited Art Naturals day-to-day imports, Liberty Properties and its parent companies Prologis for the hydrogen sulfide buildup in the Dominguez Channel. The agency says Art Naturals and day-to-day imports apparently stored large amounts of beauty products in a warehouse owned by Liberty Properties and Prologis. On September 30th, that warehouse caught fire and chemicals from the products inside spilled into the channel, elevating hydrogen sulfide levels. LA County was cited because it's responsible for maintaining that waterway.
All right, get ready for some big waves along our coast this weekend.
KCAL9 meteorologist Markina Brown joins us with our first forecast and tells us why, Markina.
Yeah, we call them the king tides. What's going to happen, guys, is that we're going to get the high tides in the morning. So tomorrow morning and Sunday morning, the highest I think will be on Saturday. We'll see it over 7 feet between about 7:30, 8 o'clock and 9:30. So abnormally high tides, and then they'll be followed by very low tides in the afternoon. So very interesting stuff. But just so you know, because of that, we have a beach hazard statement that is in effect through at least Sunday. In terms of what we're doing temperature-wise today, you probably notice it's cooler. Lots of sunshine, though. For some people, we've got 56 degrees right now in Santa Monica. Winds there are out of the west-southwest at 9. And we go to other places, we're still seeing some sunshine. In and out clouds has been the story. Riverside, sunny, 66. But we'll take a look at the weekend forecast and let you know if you should expect warmer temperatures or cooler temperatures coming up in just a little bit. Guys, back to you.
It's really starting to feel like the holidays around here at KCAL9 because we're kicking off our Chips for Kids toy drive today.
And it is a great opportunity for you to help a child have a happier Christmas by just donating a toy.
That's right. KCAL9's Pat Harvey is live at the Citadel Outlets in the City of Commerce, where people are already making wishes come true. Hey, Pat.
Hey there, Juan and Leslie, and talk about feeling the spirit of Christmas. This is the kickoff for the Chips for Kids toy drive, and you can tell from that beautiful backdrop behind me, there is so much festivity going on out here. I am with Officer Amber Davis, CHP, and Amber, I want to talk to you a bit about what this means today for you. This is the third toy drive for you, but the first one in the remote area, right?
Yes.
At a mall.
Yeah. yeah. Back in 2019, we were able to, be a part of Chips for Kids in person. And then 2020, we went very virtual, right, with everything going on. So it's really nice getting back to being in person. It's awesome, being able to interact with people.
Yes, it's almost unbelievable considering how much time we had off, so to speak.
Yeah.
So tell me why you got involved with CHP.
Well, getting involved with CHP and Chips for Kids at this time, it's really about giving back to your community and being able to say thank you and being able to put a smile on a child's face, young adult as well, right? But being able to do that for them.
And that's, we have to remind our viewers, bring an unwrapped gift or a toy for a child or for a teenager, because sometimes they get lost in the mix, right? But it's very, very important.
Yep.
So again, this is your first time actually being in the field at an actual event where there are people that are coming and going. So how does that feel? What I want you to describe, I think you saw someone come up and drop off a toy.
Yes. So. Yeah, everyone has a story as far as when maybe they interacted with us out, in the field, I guess, so to speak, and they're sharing those positive stories, and they want to be able to give back to us because we gave back to them in some type of fashion and their interaction with us. So those stories are nice to actually hear and make that connection with the public.
Okay. Well, we're going to be here for a while.
Yes, we are.
Right? At least until 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Here at this location. And we also want to remind our viewers that they can donate up until Christmas Eve. But if you can get out here today, come on out. So much fun. The spirit is alive and well.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Amber.
Thank you.
All right. Juan and Leslie, I'll send it back to you.
It looks so festive out there, Pat. All right. Thank you so much. And as Pat was saying, you still have time to stop by the Citadel outlets today. Pat will be there through 6 p.m.
And remember, as Pat said, if you can't make it, there are many other ways you can donate. Go to cbsla.com/chipsforkids for information on donation locations and much more. You can also text toys to 76278 to donate right now.
And later in this newscast, a crime spree targets local small businesses. We'll show you the damage left behind just as stores were gearing up for the holidays.
A nationwide shortage of Christmas trees could impact your ability to find the perfect pine. I'm Christine Lazar. I'll explain coming up.
And time to hit the slopes. Coming up, we'll tell you which local ski resorts are now open.
If you haven't bought your Christmas tree already, now is the time to do it. Local Christmas tree lot operators say they may sell out very early. KCAL9's Christine Lazar tells us what's behind this year's nationwide tree shortage.
'Twas 3 weeks before Christmas, and all through the lot, there were plenty of trees. But in a couple of weeks, maybe not.
Always had a real tree growing up, and I'm going to stick to that going forward.
It took more effort this year for Skylar Parnell to find his perfect pine.
So every day this week I've called to see if the truck was in, and so finally it came in this morning, so we popped on over and picked it out.
Tina Callis is the owner of Tina's Trees in Sherman Oaks. She's been in business for 43 years. Back in June, her grower in Oregon informed her that a severe heat wave damaged much of his crop.
Everybody I called basically was trying to get enough trees to supply their existing customers. There were no extra trees out there.
Industry experts say excessive heat coupled with flooding in the states that grow the majority of Christmas trees have led to a nationwide shortage. Callis expects to sell out in a little over a week. She has also had to raise her prices due to labor and transportation costs going up.
We're paying probably 25% more for the trucks than last year.
There's around 15,000 Christmas tree farms in the U.S., and each year Americans purchase approximately 25 to 30 million real Christmas trees. Jamie Warner with the American Christmas Tree Association says if you haven't already, this weekend is the time to purchase your tree.
However, Christmas is not canceled. There is a Christmas tree out there for everyone who wants a Christmas tree. It might not be exactly what the consumer is looking for.
Supply chain challenges have also impacted the artificial Christmas tree market. One of the biggest sellers is Balsam Hill. Its CEO reports that he's now paying about 300% more to bring his artificial trees to the U.S. from Asia. They've had to increase prices this year about 20%.
Growers and producers are absorbing as much cost as they can, but some of that has to be passed along to the consumer, unfortunately.
It takes between 7 and 15 years to grow a Christmas tree, so this past year's severe weather could have an impact on Christmases to come. In Sherman Oaks, I'm Christine Lazar, KCAL9 News.
Well, it was a chilly ribbon breaking for opening day at Mountain High Ski Resort in Wrightwood, even though we don't exactly have winter weather just yet. Snowmaking machines have been hard at work. The resort actually opened yesterday for season pass holders, but now everyone is welcome. And snowboarders and skiers can also hit the slopes in Big Bear. Bear Mountain and Snow Summit are open for everyone today as well.
And when you look at our past, we haven't had much rain, Marquina, which of course brings the snow to the higher elevations. Kind of nice they've been able to make so much of that fake snow.
Yeah, but they may have a
snow.
little help, Juan, from Mother Nature as we head toward next week. We make it. We'll keep an eye out on it.
I know they're excited to hear that.
Exactly. Today, though, for us and everybody else, it was just a little on the cool side for the most part, except for those folks inland. 54 is where we started. We ended up at 63 degrees. Taking a look at our satellite radar composite, for the most part, we got rid of the clouds today. There may be a few folks that are seeing a mainly sunny sky, but for the most part, we are looking at full sunshine just about everywhere. Van Nuys looking at full sunshine. Current temperature there, 68 degrees. And the folks in San Bernardino are looking at sun and 70 right now. Taking a look at more of the temperatures, you go to Ventura County. We've got 50s there. We've got 60s, low 60s for Simi Valley. The folks in Woodland Hills are at 67 degrees, 56 in downtown LA, kind of all over the place with these temperatures. But what we know for sure is that we pretty much stuck with 50s and 60s today. And in terms of tomorrow, well, it's really not going to be much different temperature wise. There are going to be a few 70s on the board, maybe even some upper 70s. So not bad. I guess we're coming up a little as we head toward tomorrow. Downtown LA at 63, low 70s for Burbank and Ontario, and the folks in Van Nuys will see low 70s as well. So as we check out this 7-day forecast again, even though it's going to be somewhat sunny, once you got to get rid of the clouds and fog, of course, for the beach communities, and then you'll have a cooler day. We'll call it mainly sunny and 59. You come up to the low 60s as we head towards Sunday. You'll be in the mid to upper by Monday, but look at what happens by the end of next week. We could see a pretty good chance of rain there, so we'll keep an eye on that. 63 tomorrow for LA and Orange County. That's below average for you. Things start to warm up a little bit for Sunday and Monday. We'll do 72 for the valleys tomorrow. You're in the upper 70s as we head toward Sunday and Monday. Again, watching out for a system that could give us some rain as we head toward the end of next week. That's still a ways away, but of course we'll keep you posted. Temperatures in the low 70s here tomorrow for the IE and the high desert, while the mountains will see sunshine and temperatures in the 50s. We'll send it back to you.
Hey, if you're going shopping this weekend, why not pick up an extra toy to donate to our Chips for Kids toy drive?
Or if you already have one, you can head out to the Citadel Outlets in Commerce. That's where our Pat Harvey is helping accept donations all day today. Pat, you're back.
Yes, I am back, Juan, and I have another special guest with me today, Officer Jose Barrios. And Jose, you have been with CHP for 16 years, right?
Yes.
So you have been involved, you've been coming and going and seeing how things have evolved. We were a little slow, we didn't have anything last year. So tell me how important it is to be out here today and to restart, if you will, refresh our Chips for Kids toy drive.
It's very important. We're very excited. We missed out, like you said, last year. It was very unfortunate, but here we are, we're back out. So hopefully everybody can come out, donate some toys, because there's a lot of people that still need toys. So definitely please come out and donate toys, and you know, it's for a good cause.
You know what, a lot of people ask me, when you collect the toys, what happens? I mean, how do you hand them out? So walk us through that.
So what happens is you guys donate the toys, and with organizations, churches, homeless shelters, every type of organizations that help out people that need would come and we would give them the toys, and there go and give it to the unfortunate. So it's very important that we collect as many toys as we can so we can give those toys out to all these organizations that are asking for these toys.
So Jose, 16 years for you. Is there a story or a family or something that really stands out, you know, during the time that you were giving toys or helping families in need?
Yes, absolutely. Especially when we go and do that special visit, knock on the door, and come with toys for those families that really are in dire need of toys. That expression that you see in their face is priceless.
And is there some story that you remember that will stay with you for forever?
You know, there's been so many because I've been doing it for 8 years, but every year there's always, you know, 1, 2, 3 families that really look at you and take the step back and appreciate how much we came to their house and gave them their toys. So it's very special, you know, especially at this time of the year for everybody.
All right. Well, Jose, thank you so much for talking to me today and for being out here and keeping me company. It's just been wonderful. It does my heart good too to be out here and
thank you guys.
Hear the jingle bells and see the folks with their smiling faces getting to the Christmas spirit. And just remember, folks, we're going to be out here until 6 p.m. so there's still time to come out and donate a toy. Put a smile on a child's face. Leslie and Juan, I'm going to send it back to you for now.
Oh, thank you so much, Pat. And for everybody out there doing such a great job. If you don't have a chance to make it to the Citadel tonight, there are many other ways for you to donate. Just go to cbsla.com/chipsforkids for information on donation locations and more. You can also text TOYS to 76278 to donate now.
Well, still ahead, why the newest jobs report was a surprise while companies bring on holiday workers.
Plus, a rare find on a Southern California beach. We have the story behind the strange-looking sea creature.
And a suspect who went for broke in Las Vegas. The search for the ATM thief is next.
A serial thief in Las Vegas didn't bother just going for the money in an ATM. He went for the entire ATM, in fact. Wow. Security camera video from a business shows he tied it to his pickup truck and then drove off with it. And he may have done this before. Police think he's responsible for 3 other similar incidents, including this one at a salon. And they all happened in the last 6 weeks.
One other rare deep sea fish has washed ashore in San Diego, and this one is a cannibal. The strange-looking fish was found Wednesday on a beach in La Jolla. It's a 4-foot-long lancet fish. It's typically found 6,000 feet beneath the ocean, and it has very sharp teeth. You see them there. That's because its favorite food is other lancet fish. Just last month, a rare football fish washed up nearby.
Maybe they were chasing prey onto shore. Maybe they were dying and were unable to navigate anymore.
Well, experts say no need to worry. That's because the ocean is the world's largest habitat and it's full of strange-looking fish.
They don't always come up to the surface, right?
Imagine finding that walking on the beach.
Yeah. All right, coming up next, the new Zoom tool that lets your boss know if you're missing a company meeting online.
Plus, our viewers played the role of Santa, helping us collect donations for our Chips for Kids toy drive. We'll take you back live to the Citadel outlets with Pat Harvey.
And several small businesses targeted by vandals who left a lot of damage behind. What the owners are saying, that's coming up next.
This is KCAL9 News at 4.
City of Burbank is the latest to be hit with the wave of business break-ins.
4 mom-and-pop stores were targeted this morning. KCAL9's Carl Finstrom shows us the damage and what police plan to do.
The business owner who boarded up the shattered glass door says what made this loss even tougher is it happened right before the busy holiday season.
They stole my cash box and they stole some jewelry and they hit up a few of my neighbors' stores as well.
Karen Cantor's boutique is one of 4 mom-and-pop stores hit early this morning in the Magnolia Park district. Burbank PD says burglars smashed glass doors and windows and stole clothing, jewelry, and a small amount of cash.
This time of year, we definitely step up our patrols in all of our retail areas, especially the overnight hours when these stores are closed.
Oh, it's a busy day today. Isabel Garcia manages a coffee shop smack in the middle of the burglarized businesses. She says they were protected last night by recently added metal gates, but have been broken into 3 times since the pandemic started. Garcia says most businesses here do not leave cash overnight, so generally burglars get away with very little while causing much harm.
It's closing down
putting new glass up, putting new systems in, and it's costly every time.
It was just like really shocking and stuff to see like all the glass broken and stuff.
Burbank PD says while the thefts may be part of a larger crime trend capitalizing on holiday sales, these burglaries are different than the strong-arm smash and grabs that have targeted major retailers across California during business hours.
I know many of the store owners.
Mandy Wench lives just blocks away. He says he'll be thinking of the owners as he observes Hanukkah.
We light the candles to push away a lot of the darkness. So, you know, in this time that we're in, we should all just focus on the light, focus on the love, and, you know, reach out to our neighbors.
And today, detectives say they will be looking for area security camera footage that might lead them to the suspects. From Burbank, Cara Finstrom, KCAL9 News.
California Attorney General Rob Bonta today announced one of the biggest organized retail theft busts in state history.
And he hopes this sends a message to other organized rings in the state that law enforcement is coming after you. 5 defendants have pleaded guilty to robbing stores in San Mateo County, reselling the stolen merchandise and using that money to fund other illegal acts. Now, these pictures are from a warehouse the crooks used to store and ship those stolen goods. Bonta revealed how much was seized in that raid.
And arrest warrant operation announced in September 2020. Law enforcement seized and recovered approximately $8 million worth of stolen merchandise from retailers including CVS, Target, and Walgreens.
Law enforcement also seized $85,000 in cash from the warehouse and other storage units and nearly $2 million more from the defendants' bank accounts. The suspects have all accepted plea deals and will serve state prison sentences ranging from 30 days to 6 years.
Well, here's some good news. A major milestone in the planning for the LA 2028 Olympic and Paralympic Games. Today, the LA City Council approved a games agreement with the organizing committees. The games are paid for by the nonprofit LA 28. Now, initial predictions were that the games could turn a profit. But in the event of a deficit, the city is on the hook for the first $270 million owed. Then the state will take over for the next $270 million after that, and the city would be responsible for all additional costs. The city's administrative officer said the city has done its best to reduce that risk.
Can't get enough of this. We've been sharing with you. This is the day we kick off our partnership with the CHP to make sure needy kids have something under their tree Christmas morning.
Yeah, it's our Chips for Kids toy drive, and we've done it the right way. Our Pat Harvey is live at the Citadel Outlets in Commerce, where people have been donating toys all day, Pat.
Leslie and Juan, I tell you, we are full of the holiday spirit out here at the Citadel Outlet Mall in Commerce, and I have a lovely family here. I'm want to introduce you to Farida.
Hi.
Okay.
Joseph.
And
hi, Aaliyah.
So I'm going to ask Mom, what made you want to donate?
Well, we feel bad for all the kids who don't have any toys at this time of year, so we wanted to come and help everybody out.
And that's just a lovely spirit. That's what the Christmas spirit is all about. And I want to point out Aaliyah specifically. Let me see what you have here. She brought a Monopoly game, and that's just a reminder to our viewers. We're getting a lot of toys for younger children, Joseph's age, but we also need toys for teenagers. So that Monopoly game is just perfect. So that's just a reminder that we're collecting for really everybody. Tell me what it means to be out here. We're still in the pandemic somewhat, but remember last year, none of this happened. So how does it feel to be out and about and, you know, being with other people during the holidays?
It feels good to be out again and see the world because we've been so trapped at home the last year, and it feels more normal now to see everybody and go out shopping and be out here to help people out in need.
Well, now, Joseph, what does it mean to you? You're helping another child, you know? You're going to make somebody have a really nice Christmas.
It means a lot to me. It means a lot because they don't have toys, anything to give it to them. It means a lot to me.
Well, I could tell that you're doing a good job with him. He's got that giving spirit. So just keep it that way, okay?
Yes, of course.
And Aaliyah, you're 18. So is this your first time really donating and helping out with a charity?
Yeah, it's kind of doing this kind of thing is kind of my first time, but it's really cool because I could
give someone the experience of what I have Monopoly, so I love this game, so it's kind of cool. So I know people are going to enjoy this game at my age.
Well, fantastic. Well, we want to thank you again so much for coming out and helping our children, helping Chips for Kids and the CHP. And just remember, we're going to be out here until 6 o'clock. Anybody can donate and help a child in need. Have them have a good holiday. Juan and Leslie, in the meantime, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Wow, what a great family
Hey,
you just
Chipper.
talked to, Pat. Thank you so much. Thanks to them and thanks to Chipper. All right, you still have time to stop by the Citadel to see Pat today. You have about an hour and a half to do so. She'll be there through 6.
Yeah, but don't worry if you can't make it there tonight. There are so many other ways that you can donate. Go to cbsla.com/chipforkids for information on donation locations and much more. And you can also text toys to 76278 to donate right now.
Dedication delayed ahead of the celebration at the Reagan Library that was supposed to happen last year.
Then hungry? See how people in Long Beach are getting ready for their Tamale Festival.
And prayers may have been answered at the Joel Osteen megachurch. Wait until you hear what a plumber found hidden inside a wall. Oh, that's next.
All that and much more ahead on CBS 2 News at 5. We hope to see you then. Juan, Leslie, back to you.
All right, Susie, thank you. Coming up, a good time in Long Beach.
Coming up next, the Festival of Tamales.
And a reminder, you can watch us anywhere and anytime on our CBS Los Angeles app. Just go to cbsla.com/app to download. You can watch our live newscasts on CBSN LA, streaming 24/7, plus get the latest weather and sports.
If you see news happening, share your photos and videos on social media with us. Make sure you use the hashtag CBSLA.
It's not just the holiday season, it's tamale making season. Cooks and restaurants in Long Beach are already prepping for Sunday's first International Tamale Festival in Long Beach.
I'm getting hungry. Roxanne's Bar and Grill is one of the organizers and workers today. We're preparing El Salvadorian tamales, which are wrapped in banana leaves. The event includes the best homemade tamale contest.
Red chili or green chili? What's your favorite when it comes to tamales?
Red
Or the
chili.
sweet ones? I like them all.
I like them all. I don't care. I don't complain. I want them all. I like them all.
It's that season. Thanks so much for watching KCAL9 News at 4. Our next newscast is just moments away on CBS 2 News at 5.
And we're always on CBSLA.com. We'll see you again tonight on KCAL9 News at 8, 9, and 10.